welcome back. This will be part 4. I'm gonna do this like it's the first time I'm showing anyone though, because there is a couple people that I have tried to show my game to, and the only gameplay has been a continuation, and they haven't really understood because I've been talking like it's a each video is a continuation, which it is, but I'm gonna make this one user-friendly, right? So it's my game, Deep Sea Frequency. It's an underwater horror game. This is the little main menu. I changed it from the last time. It's got this little oil rig made by a model from a friend of mine named Cooper. So yeah, I changed this message as well, so this is more lore accurate. It's not as big, it's not as long as the last one, so people are more willing to actually probably read it. Anyway, settings menu, sort of works, sort of not. I don't actually know which of these work and which doesn't. I haven't tested it. Anyway, ray tracing should be 100% not in the game anymore. That was an issue, and you couldn't run on lower laptops. It shouldn't be in anymore. I hope. Like, I've gone through everything. Like, it should be good. So if I press begin dive, you'll see. Pretty cool transition. Although the transition didn't remain clean on the submarine entering side. Anyway, so we're in the submarine now. It's a bit laggy, I must say. Anyway, press tab. There's a little inventory. This is a temporary. I'm gonna overhaul this inventory UI in a later update for to contain logs, crafting, upgrading, and then just overall storage. This will be our overall storage. Anyway, so this is a sub, right? You've got your depth up there, and if you go under a certain depth, your sub will start crushing. These are hull integrity, which you can repair with hull reinforcement. And you can also use hull reinforcement, which is this, to upgrade the depth you can go down to. Anyway, we've got our power there and our current speed, and you can adjust our speed by pressing these arrows. So if I hover over these and go E, performance mode, now I'm in the fastest speed. But it uses the most power, right? And if we run out of power, we're kind of fucked. So did you see all these blue glowy things? Those are power crystals, and we need to hop out and drill them and pick them up to refuel our ship. That's the type of shit that's going on right now. So, as you can see, we're in the cockpit right now. If I press R, it should turn on the radar. And as you can see, the radar is picking up something. So the radar has a set range. As you can see all this shit, right? But this isn't in the actual radar's range, otherwise it would pick it up. So you move forwards with W, right? And then you move backwards with S. And then you can point down with the up arrow key, and point up with the down arrow key, and then you can rotate with the left and right arrow keys. And space to go up, and control to go down. As you can see up there on the depth, when I press space to go up, and when I press control to go down. So, those all work. Pretty beautiful. Now, I'm going to go to this item here that is listed. As you can see, I'm on the top speed right now. I'm going to make it later on that you can upgrade your speed or something, which is generally make it fast since this map's too big for this slow submarine. I'm going to see what this item is. I don't know if it's going to be a power crystal because I haven't seen it glow, but it'll probably be like a hull reinforcement or something like that. As we reach the bottom, you'll be able to see a lot more clearly. Approaching whatever it is in a minute. Alright, I'm gonna hop out. So I would recommend that you turn off your sonar before you hop out, because it's very bloody loud, because there's a different sound that plays when you're outside of the sub with the sonar. I'll show it now. Oh, but first I'll show the getting out. So you press backspace to leave the sub at any time. Anyway, jarring. I don't know how to fix that, to be completely honest with you, but now we're out of the sub. As you can see, you can get a better look at the sub now. This is what it looks like. Pretty delicious, must say. Anyway, so I actually don't know what this item is. It says it was like right over here. As you can see at the top, that's our oxygen. If we run out of that, yeah, we're kind of fucked. Now, I'm assuming this was some hull reinforcement. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention. If you go too far away from your sub, it shows up as a little icon like that to tell you where to go to, but to get back to it. Pretty beautiful. You get in with a certain distance, and I'll disappear. I hope. Okay, I need to fix that. Anyway, as you can see, the ship's ready for us to just hop back in. Press E to embark, and then gas it out, and then boom, switch the screen, just like that. Now we're back in, and this is what happens. This is, I just want to show you the sound that plays when you have your sonar on when you leave. See? So now it's playing that sound. For some reason, it's only a jarring, like, transition the first time you try and leave. If you leave any time besides that, it's really smooth, which is really strange. Anyway, let us go to this power crystal, closest power crystal, because I want to show you the drill that I spent so much long making. I don't know what the other end was, but hey, look at our power get absolutely drained. I probably should be using the speed, but I'm impatient, and this isn't fast enough. When I'm done here, I'm gonna go back and change all the body speeds. Because this is not fast enough whatsoever. Almost there. Hopefully. Now the map's pretty big. It's consistent of 2 trains that are 1,000 by 1,000 each, which is pretty big. If you don't understand how big that is, that's like, I don't know what terms I can put that into, but it's pretty big. Just imagine, it's pretty big. So this little sub moving this slowly is gonna be a no-go. Like, oh, we're out of power. Well, so when you're out of power, as you can see, all the lights go off. You can't move. Your inventory still works, so you can refuel, but basic other functions stop working. So yeah, I'm within distance of this power crystal, so we're all good. But as you can see, my sub is not lit up anymore. But if we go over here, this is a power crystal ore, so it has these little. You can literally hear the energy emanating off of it. Anyway, if we press 1, we get the drill out. I'll make that better when time comes on. You press E, you hold E to start drilling. Now, if you let go of E at any time, it will stop drilling immediately, and then you have to keep going again. So the whole idea is that when you're out and all the monsters are around, there's no monsters in the game yet, by the way. They'll be attracted to the sound of you drilling. Drill this. Boop. You get some power crystals, just like that. That's simple. Swim back to the sub. Push tab. Fuel. There we go, we got full power again. And that's basically all I have really right now, which is kind of sad. I've been focusing mainly on main gameplay and sub mechanics. I want to make it more quality of life changes, like upgrade sub speed like this, because this is way too slow right now. And then I'm going to start working on new items, and I'm going to do an inventory overhaul. So basically, on the inventory, it will show I have storage like this. There'll be another tab for upgrades, and then you need a new material, which is like metal scrap or hull reinforcement, depending on what upgrade it is. And I'm going to have another one, which is logs, which are like research logs and other stuff, which is going to be story-based. You can get that from like research samples and stuff. You can also use research samples to tame one of the creatures in the game, which I'll add later on, which is like a manta. It's called the Glimmerfin Manta. You're going to be able to ride it and stuff. Pretty crazy, pretty crazy. Yeah, that's all I have right now. When I'm actually getting ready to near the end of this game's development and I'm more focused on graphics, I might add a little player body, and I might make it so when you're like steering, these throttles turn and stuff and all that other stuff. Yeah, but right now that's all I've got, and I'm pretty proud of it. I also forgot to mention, die. Before, when you die, nothing kind of happens. You just. I haven't actually tested this, so this is going to be new for me too. So when you die, nothing happens. You just had zero health because I hadn't coded a game over mechanic. So the only way you could die in the game right now is running out of oxygen, which you can see at the top. So then you'll start. Your screen will be fading out to black, which will be like your final warning to get back into the sub. If you don't, your screen goes fully black. You get your health set to 0, and then it's game over, buddy. So yeah, I'm just gonna ramble or yap along now. But if you really want to skip ahead, since this is gonna be in video form, you can. I just need to wait for this fucking oxygen to deplete. I might make it so in like your sprint swimming, your oxygen depletes faster, something like that, to make it more realistic. But yeah, this is what I got right now. You can see this little helmet UI as well. I'm gonna make it also maybe later on that when you get attacked outside of your sub, you get like cracks in your little helmet. So now that I'm completely satisfied with the submarine mechanics so far, besides like just a few changes with like speed and stuff, I'm gonna definitely be working on gameplay in the way of that's something else I need to fix. So when you press W, these effects are supposed to play on a sub like this, which is these bubble trail effects. This is a good look at it actually, and you can see the lines and all this stuff flying. So makes it look like you're gliding through the water. I need to fix that. So this is a bug. I have to add a line of code somewhere. So basically, when you jump out of the submarine, it hides all the effects. And I also need to make it so when you go back into the submarine, the icon there also gets hidden. But yeah, this is what I've got so far, and these are my little bubble particle effects. You can't really see these in the submarine, except the ones from the front, but it just adds a whole lot another level of detail. So yeah, there's gonna be some terrifying creatures according to my little concepts that I've got for them right now. Like, we're gonna have a ginormous creature that's gonna be able to like swallow your sub whole. So when it's out, you want to have like no lights and be making no sound. Otherwise, it's just gonna swallow your whole sub, even if you're not in it. So you're basically just you're screwed. Basically, you're good until you run out of oxygen. There's gonna be like something called a brain sucker, which is gonna be like this fish that will come up to you and like latch onto your head and eat your brain. Pretty self-explanatory. We're going to have something called the Abyssal Siren, which is going to look like a mermaid. And you're going to walk up to it, and then it's going to like turn into like some gross underwater monstrosity, and then just eat you, like, we've got the whole bunch. Of course, we've got a Megalodon that we're going to add as well, because what's an underwater game without a bloody Megalodon? Anyway. And then I'm going to want to focus, after we've done all that gameplay shit and everything, I want to focus on the storytelling as well to convey the story across. And only after we've fixed the transition, the story, the gameplay is up to date, it's all nice and quality and smooth. Only then will I will even consider giving this game to someone else for any sort of price. So yeah, my mom hates me going around and giving my games away for free to my friends and stuff, because she's talking about how like much longer I worked on it. But like, honestly, I need people to test it, and I enjoy just showing off what I made. And I'm not going to put a price tag on this buggy ass trash, I must say. I am not happy where this game is right now, but I will get it to a state. Also, the terrain's very empty besides the items, which are the hall room. Oh, I didn't even show you the hall room. Yeah, there's these metal beams that also get placed around. Yeah, and you can pick them up and stuff, and to get more ship health. I forgot to mention that, but they do exist. I also want to get more coral and just stuff in general for this. Where I'm about to die, so you're gonna have to get to see it. The actual menus and the death screen don't work yet. Oh, well, that's not what's supposed to happen. Well, that broke, but hey, it somewhat kind of worked. So I'm still alive though, still alive and kicking. Well, that was my buggy ass, shitty ass game then. Thanks for watching. Although it's probably we just wasted like 10 minutes. I don't even know how long this is of your life. But hey, if you're interested, let me know, and I'll keep updating it and keep sending you these stupid little progress check videos. So yeah.